See, we use the life. We use life of microbes. We use the life of microbes. That's why it became bio. Bio means life. Okay. Technology which uses microbe and their life to create some products that is needed for us. Okay. So technology making use of microbes. Microbe means can be bacteria, whatever is microbe which we cannot see with our naked eyes. We have to use microscope. So bacteria, fungi, virus, all this will come in this. So we are making use of their life to create some product that is useful for us. To make curd, that we use microbes help. Actually, curd has more nutrition than milk. Curd has vitamin B12 also. So that's why people love to have curd or yogurt. If it is abroad, they say yogurt. How it is created? Milk which is there, into that they put one bacteria. Lactobacillus. That bacteria you will put in that. So bacteria will take the milk proteins and milk sugar. Their bacteria will take and convert it into lactic acid. So lactic acid it is no, acid means it will lower the pH of milk. So the milk will curdle. It will become curd. Curdle means it will become, the curd consistency, no? So milk will get sour and it will become curdle and then it will be called as curd. So here this is a traditional method of biotechnology where when microbes efforts are being used, it is that microbe who created that curd and we people will use it. They have put some terms here. One is therapeutics. Then therapy can be in the form of medicines, tablets that they make. It can be in the form of vaccine. So all this will come in therapeutics. So these microbes can be used in these areas to make medicines. That comes in therapeutics. Diagnostics means it to find out what is your problem. Means you are going to the hospital with some disease and doctor has to find out. How they will find out? They will either tell you to give your blood so that they can check what is the problem in your blood depending upon your symptoms. Sometimes they will say give urine sample, sometimes they will say you go take scan. Like that, different ways a disease can be diagnosed. Diagnose means find out the disease. So biotechnology can be used to find it out what your disease you are suffering also. Then bioremediation. Fishes and other aquatic animals and all, they die because of something coming out of the ship. What is that? Fish can't breathe because of that thing. Yes, oil. Now that is one problem. So they have to find out why the fishes are dying. Then once they find out it is because of this oil, there are some bacteria who's having the habit of eating oil. Now that this bacteria is very fond of oil. So once you release this bacteria, you have to first engineer in group cluster, and that bacteria you have to put it into the seawater where oil is there. So they will eat all the oils. They will eat up all the oils, convert the oil into harmless gas like carbon dioxide. Bioremediation means to find out the problem, what is affecting, solve it with the help of microbes. Like in this case I told you, oil spill problem has been solved. That was done by microbe. The microbes, they can grow in fast, they can grow. Because their rate of cell division is high, they divide by binary fission. So faster you can culture them and then you can put it into the area where the problem is there. So it will lead to bioremediation. Suppose a crop is growing, very lovingly you are treating the crop, but one day you will see there are some insects on this. That insects are biting the leaves, they destroy the leaves property, and what fruit was there, that fruit they made it rotten. This can cause harm to the farmers. They are cultivating the crop to get something, and some insects are there, they are coming and harming them. But they will not get price in the market when they are selling. So biotechnology can help. How you know? There are some bacteria who produce spores, like Bacillus thuringiensis. This is one kind of bacteria. Bacillus thuringiensis creates spore. Spore has toxin. It is poisonous. It will not affect bacteria, but this spore toxin will affect if alkali falls on it. Inside the bacteria there is no alkali, so nothing will happen to the bacteria. But who eats that bacteria, something will happen. So what happens is, the farmers, they get the spores ready-made. In packets they get. They cut the packet and they will spray the spore on the plant, crops. Then insect will come to eat it. Usually the insects are caterpillars. So when the caterpillar eats it, caterpillar will eat the spore. That spore will damage its intestine or the pest. They also have inside the body alkali. Then when they come across the spore, if spore is there, means that causes injury on their intestine or gut. Another meaning for intestine is gut. Then what will happen to this worm? Intestine hole came means they will not live, they die. So if they die, then that means there is no harm for the plant. Now, that is about the spore. But every time buying the packet, applying, if it rains means that spore will go off also. And it is costly, farmers cannot buy each time. That's why to help the farmers, scientists have found out the gene that causes spore. Which gene causes that spore, and that gene they inject into the plant. So they will inject that gene into the plant. So the plant will be producing spores because the gene is injected. Plant will start expressing that spores. Then no insect can come and eat. So no harm to the plant. That is the meaning of this. To create genetically modified crops. Modified means change. So this crop did not have first that gene. Scientists injected that gene. So it became changed, It became genetically modified crop. So no need for farmers to buy each time. Only one time farmers will create that species. It might be called BT cotton if it's a cotton plant, or BT brinjal if it's a brinjal plant, and they will sell that plantlet like that. So farmers can buy it and they can grow. No need to apply any chemical pesticide because already that gene will keep expressing in the plant. It's created one rice variety called golden rice because the rice was golden in color. Golden rice. In that, vitamin A gene is there. So it will start emitting as the plant is growing. Along with the rice, vitamin A also will be there. Two examples I gave you now. One is golden rice, another example I gave viticotin